Hello, Woodlawn family. It is Miss Coon with the weekly update. So, just wanted to let you guys know that we are starting new books this week. So, each core class is going to have a different book. There's multiple reasons for this, but the main reason I decided to go with different books for different cores is because I want the kids to be able to take the book home. I think when we did our first book, not being able to take the book home was challenging for the kids because it was hard for them to work on assignments without the book. I think students, you would agree. So, Core 1 is going to start this 9 weeks off by reading The Clay Marble. Core 2 is going to be reading A Night Divided, and Core 3 is going to be reading Daniel's story. If they were at school on Friday, we checked them out in the library under their name, so they now have that book. They were not here on Friday. They will get it this week, and we're going to be doing some pre-reading activities, kind of background knowledge. Clay Marble is about the Cambodian refugees right after the Vietnam War, and how they were fleeing to the Thailand-Cambodian border to try and get rice and supplies to restart their life after the Khmer Rouge came in and kind of, messed things up for them. There's a movie that kind of goes with it called At First They Killed My Father. Angelina Jolie is the director for that movie, and it really does a really good job of explaining to the kids kind of what was going on with these refugees. So we'll probably watch clips of the movie. If you want to sit down as a family and watch it, it is on Netflix. I would not have anyone younger than a sixth grader watch it. That's just some tough things to kind of explain to younger kids. But so we will be reading that book, but it's all about this family, and they go to this refugee camp and kind of what happens at the refugee camp, and the family ends up getting split up, and how they get to come back to each other. In A Night Divided is all about the Berlin Wall and how the Berlin Wall was built and how it separates, again, another family. And it's their story of how they're going to get back together. And this is all to do with the communist government versus a democracy government, which was the West versus the East. So there's that underlying social studies theme in it. And then Daniel's story is all about the Holocaust. And so it's about a Jewish boy, his family, his dad owned a hardware store, and then what happens when Hitler comes into power and how the Jews were sent to ghettos and then concentration camps. And so each group will have kind of their own set of things they'll be doing. And then third 9 weeks, we'll trade books. And then fourth 9 weeks, we'll trade books again. So everyone will get a chance to read all the books. I'm very a teacher who believes that my books should have some kind of either science or social studies underlying theme that they're talking about in school so that it applies to them. So there's that. We're also going to be starting with something called Wordly Wise. I like our prefixes, but I think that kids need more work with words and understanding there's multiple meanings for words. So the other 7th grade team has been doing this for 9 weeks and it's worked really well for them. So I'm going to start it with our group. And so this week, the kids will be coming home with a list of words, and it comes in a packet, and they'll have to do different things with these words. And we'll be working some on it at school. But every week, the kids will have this, and it's a packet, and it will be due the following week. So I'm going to give it to them tomorrow on Tuesday. So it'll be due the following Tuesday, and they will have a test on those words. We're also going to start having an article of the week. So the kids will have an opportunity to read the article, and then they'll have to write me a 1-page response on notebook paper. This one will not be something they can do on the computer. But writing out a response to the article, what it's talking about, so they can make connections. They can tell me how it reminded them of something in their life or something they saw on TV or a movie they've watched. But kids just need to be writing more than they're writing and making connections to what they're reading and why it's important and all of that. So I feel like this is another good way to kind of get them into doing it. So I'll be introducing that to them this week as well. We will do it in class together this week. So it won't be something that they necessarily will have to do at home this week, but in coming up weeks, there will be. I'll make sure that I put the link to the whole packet, the PDF for the packet for Wordly Wise, as well as the link to the article. So if parents, if you want to read it or your kid loses it, they have another way to get a copy. Other than that, I think that's it. This week we have a Spirit of Giving week at school. So Tuesdays bring stuffing and you can wear your pajamas to school. Wednesday is bring a box of instant mashed potatoes and you can use your phones on the patio during lunch. Thursday is bring green beans and you can sit on the patio and eat your lunch. And Friday is bring cranberry sauce and you can dress as your favorite meme. All of that needs to be school appropriate. So pajamas need to be school appropriate and the meme needs to be school appropriate. If the kids are questioning if it's school appropriate, then it's not school appropriate. So next week is regular week. Yay! No more teacher work days or days off, holidays, those kind of thing. So we'll have 4 days this week. We'll have 5 days the following week and then 2 days the following. So, yes, I'm very excited to have some normalcy dates. So, please be checking your kids' planners. We have been writing homework marks in them. They got new planners, so please be checking those. And if you have any questions or concerns, you know how to reach me. Bye, guys.